we'll end up getting started on building the walls, painting the thing, then attaching these, and we'll start adding hardware. So here's how I'm going to cut it. We cut Plexi using literally a tool like this. You can get this also at Home Depot. They're $5. You can also use a utility knife. Both principles are the same. You get like a straight edge and just do a lot of scoring. Not like 1 or 2 passes. You need like to go deep, and then you literally snap it. If you can do it with some type of power saw. Like if you have a circular saw or a table saw, make sure you use a blade with many teeth. I mean a lot of fine teeth. I wouldn't really recommend like using a jigsaw. The friction from it tends to melt the plastic onto the blade, and it just becomes a big mess, and the vibration of it can cause it to crack. But we're just going to go ahead and score it, and that's how we're going to do it. So what you could do like I do here is you can just score along a straight edge, a couple passes. Now it kind of wants to follow the jump line, so now you've already made kind of like a groove into it to follow and trace, so you can do this by hand. You make, the more it's going to follow. That's right. A lot of times when you drill holes in the Plexi, it will crack. Yeah, if you're going too fast, or you don't have a sharp enough bit, or you're going too hard. But yeah, just score and snap. I'm ready to go ahead and snap it. Like a Slim Jim. There you go. I left the backing plastic on it for a reason. I don't know what's my... Oh, my dog's barking at my chicken again. She's so stupid. Yep, dumb dog. So anyways, I kept the plastic on it, so that's like when I attach it, and whenever I get too much paint buildup on that, I could just peel that backing plastic off and put something new on it. One piece. One more to go. Yeah, one more to go. Like I said, I already have a guy lining up. The first couple times is really slow. And this is the freehand. Because I already marked it with the straight edge, using probably a marker or a pencil or something. Just take it slow then. Whatever method you want to do is fine. Especially for this build right there. I mean, the light is like going 3-4 inches wide, and that's like an 8-inch wide piece of Plexi. Plenty of room to cover it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just protection from getting overspray on the light bulbs. Wow. Yeah, I need to build me a workbench. Yeah, better than that table. Yeah, those tables suck to do shit. First things first, buddy. Snap. Score the Plexi, cut it away, save the plastic on it. I have my drill press set up. I have it set to its lower speed. This is a 16 speed. It's belt driven. It's at its, like I said, it's at its slowest and lowest speed. I have my pieces here already kind of, I don't know if it'll show up, but I have them all marked out. Just really on the one, and I'm going to pretty much use the same one as a template for the other two. And the trick with drilling holes in Plexi to help avoid chips, as previously stated, slow and low, that is the tempo. Also a little lubrication, a little dish soap is good too, so it's good to put a little bit either on the spot and on the bit. I'm just going to put it on the spot area, a little bit like that, and then we'll just turn on our drill press. See, that is slow. Tighten it up. And no pressure. Slow. That's it. Nice clean hole. Nice clean hole. And it also sucked up some of the soap on it, so I should be able to continue on, knowing that it's still on the bit. Oh yeah. Very little chip in or cracking. I mean, it's like very small on the other side, but I'm not too worried about that. A better bit for this, to do this, is one of those step bits, but the step bit I have is still too wide for what size diameter I need. Slow. That'll work. Basically wash, rinse, repeat. I mean, it does have a little hairline crack in these holes, but I'm talking about it's just like a hair. Probably needs a little more lubrication. Literally doing this slow and light pressure. Letting it do the work. That's the key. Slow, light pressure, let it do the work. Let it do the work for you. Let it hold the along where it needs to go. That way it'll suck up onto the bit. Got my holes drilled, which I can use as a template for the other two. I'll just go ahead and fabricate those and we'll get on to our next step. I got the holes drilled for the Plexi, the covers for the lights. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm kind of dreading, because now we got to attach the walls. That one up there, and the other one over here that I just moved off camera. So I apologize right now, but we're going into tweak mode for this. Again, I'm sorry. Like I say, at the end of the day,
Stupid time lapse. Ridiculous. That's 3 times. That's 3. That's the trifecta of this is this. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Gotta explain this. So, hey, look who's back. It's the boy with no shoes. Oh, and he actually came to do something this time. Well, it's just trying to get the walls in place. Got a couple pieces of wood, like dead men, just to kind of hold them up. I try to attach it, put a couple screws in just to get it from not falling away and falling on my head. Hard part to do it this way, especially when you have stuff all the way around you. Alright, let's get this board in here and knock it in place. There we go. Line everything up. Make sure it's good. Screw it in against the walls. Get the ladder, go up on the top, screw it in from the top on down. Lock it in. God, there better not be another more time lapse in this shit.
walls are set up. Now it's time to add some white to the project. And then we'll get the plastic over the lights covered, get the electrical roughed in, get the air lines to the compressor kind of roughed in, and hopefully we'll be good. So that's what we're doing next.
Stupid time
Just like, oh
lapse.
my god.
Really?
This is just ridiculous. How much lapses do we need to see here? And the boy with no shoes. The boy with no shoes! Put some goddamn shoes on, for Christ's sakes! Oh, fuck, more goddamn time lapses. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. This is the kind of stuff that actually if your brain had a mouth, it would start on the back of your head and chew its way all the way to the front until your head explodes, and then you would want to take your brain out and just chuck it somewhere as hard as you can, and then just take a massive crap, and then take that crap and you mold it into a shape of a brain, and you put it back into your head, and then you put your skull back on, and then now your ears will smell like well, okay, let me try to get my composure back in. God, I hate Well, what's going on here is we're painting the goddamn walls, including the boy with no shoes. I think he just came in just I don't know. At least I kind of try to put him to work. But yeah, just paint the walls. I'm just using some cheap crap paint. 'Cause like I explained before, it's going to get overspray on the walls. White will help the light bounce around some more. So, and of course, white paint is cheap. You don't have to have special color mixed or anything. I had a bunch of that crap left over, so it's not like I'm wasting anything. Hey, look, girl with no shoes. Get painted, you little. It's the reason why we're seeing this goddamn lapse. Ugh. I'm telling you, this stuff hurts my brain. Hurts my brain. What the bringing a cat in there? Dogs, cats, goat, no shoes. Yeah, you paint, little paint. Enough of that. Well, here we are. We have a white spray booth. We'll let the paint dry overnight. The gaps are on the side, just probably because the wetness of the boards made them like a little warp a little bit, but that's, to me, is no big deal because this side of the wall is flexy anyways. It's just let it dry overnight. I can get around to the back and kind of push a little bit forward, and I'm just going to tape the edges all the way around just to make sure it's sealed a little better. This paint job is not supposed to be pretty, because it's going to get painted a million colors as soon as this thing is in use. The whole point of this is just to help the reflectability of light on this. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to do a little test of it, of the light. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go ahead and close my garage door, and so that way you can really see the difference. I have my garage lights on. That's the only light that's in here now, and of course my bench light. So, but now I'm gonna fire the lights up. Sorry, I can't do hallelujah, YouTube copyright. Now, ain't that bright? Holy crap! It actually illuminates the garage shop a little bit better. Shadowing. How is shadowing? Huh. Here, you know what? Let me just place the ladder right in the middle. Part of the way down. The only foreshadowing I see is like not enough light going this way. But yeah, I got good light here. And we see down. Or, not bad, actually. I really like it. Could use more forward light into this direction, but it will work. Alright, so that's going to be it. Let this dry overnight. Right. Well, it's been overnight. Let the paint dry. One good thing noticed is that the gap has actually tightened up a bit. It was what I was expected. I put the paint on pretty heavily, and this hardboard is basically it's paper, so it just made it a little more flexible. As soon as it dried, it tightened up a little bit. It'll be a lot easier to seal up the gaps now, which I'll do next. What I also did is I put the plastic on top of the lights, protected them, and I also got the electrical put in. Just a switch, simple switch box, 2 switches. The white line is the power going in, and the other line that's going out controls the lights into the fan. So as you can see, with the flip of a switch, we have power. The flip of the other switch, we've got the fan. Yay! So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tape up the seams here just to seal it a little bit better. And to tape up the seams, I'm going to use Gorilla Tape. You can see a good brand here. What's great about this, it is pretty strong, and the adhesive is pretty strong itself, especially the black version. They have a gray tape. It's not as good, but the black one is a lot more durable, a lot stronger as far as like your duct tape uses. I mean, if I use this a lot, because if you really need good duct tape whenever you need something for duct tape, let's say like temporary patching a hole or masking something that's going to take a bead in, or duct tape fixes everything. I even like using this for, like, when I have to get rid of somebody annoying out in the desert, because you don't want to use that cheap stuff where you never know, they might break free, run off and tell somebody. So this stuff is really, really good when you just got to get rid of an annoying pesky problem that can't keep their mouth shut. So I recommend this stuff. I'm not getting endorsed either by Gorilla, but this is good stuff to keep somebody quiet and make them disappear, and they won't run away. All right, now with that, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and do this, and in the next frame you'll see it all taped up. All right, we're taped up, sealed up on the edges. The other thing I want to do now is do something about this. I got an extra piece of hardboard. I think I'm just going to lay it right in front of there. And at the same time, with the way this is set up, is that there's nothing really keeping the walls attached to the floor. It's just floating. So what I'm thinking about doing, well, that's kind of weird, huh? Well, it is actually on there pretty good. I'm going to actually just use a extra piece of this hardboard, just put it on the floor, and I'm probably going to attach like a little couple scraps of 2x2 that I have along the sides here,